With every single Star Wars trilogy, we always have a romance between two specific characters. In the prequels, we had Anakin and Padme. In the originals, we had, of course, Han and Leia. And now, going into the sequels, it's kind of unclear exactly what the new romance angle of Star Wars will really be. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now today, we will be getting into Reylo. Now I know a lot of you guys out there either agree or disagree with the concept of Reylo, and that is perfectly fine and okay and all. We do know that a lot of the actresses who have worked with Star Wars episodes 7, 8, and now of course 9 actually do embrace the concept of Reylo. And it's because I think they know deep down where J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio are taking this story in episode 9. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. And I wanted to focus on one of which has all to do, a description of Kylo Ren holding an injured Rey on the floor with his head looking down as he is kneeling next to her while holding her. Kylo Ren's outfit is all ripped up as well as Rey's. She appears to be knocked unconscious. Ben appears to be very sad. It's unclear if this indicates Rey is or it's just severely wounded. The next goes over Ben hugging Rey while holding her up straight as he is sitting on the ground. His lightsaber in the background appears to be damaged. However, no sign of Rey's. This could take place after the events of the major lightsaber duel that we have been hearing about for so long. There are destroyed ships in the background and tons of smoke. The background shows some X-Wings fighting TIE fighters in the sky, indicating a battle is still going on. The last goes over Rey with her eyes now open and her hand placed on Ben's cheek. So I really wanted to go over a couple of parts about this, and I believe that J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio really took a part of Colin Trevorrow's script that left Daisy Ridley in tears. I don't know if you guys knew this. Let me just fill you in case you guys didn't know, and I'll keep it short. In case you guys didn't know, Colin Trevorrow had a part in his original script for episode 9 that left Daisy Ridley crying about the ending of the movie for her character, and it left a lot of people wondering, does Rey die in this movie? And from this description, it sounds like that could be a huge possibility, with Kylo Ren holding an injured Rey, first knocked unconscious, then awakening, in front of Ben Solo and placing her hand on his cheek. It sounds like that she may be on the brink of dying here. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this to me definitely sounds like what happens after the major lightsaber duel that is to come in episode 9. And after all, we do know that J.J. Abrams and Chris are taking Kylo Ren down a very dark path in this movie. It's said that they will be using tons of elements of Darth Vader for the character of Kylo, which is honestly something that I cannot wait to see. We are going to see a Kylo Ren that does not play around here. A Kylo Ren that does not actually, have any flaws. So when I look at Kylo Ren right now, I feel like he's just a conflicted character. Going into episode 9, supposedly he's going to be a perfected character when it comes to the use of the dark side of the Force. So between these two characters, I think it's pretty safe to say that they've been bouncing back and forth between the whole romance angle of Star Wars, right? I mean, in The Force Awakens, and I went over this before, in The Force Awakens, it really seemed like, at least to me, it was going to be Finn and Rey, right? Then that pretty much got cut at the very end of the movie where we realized that Finn basically got friend-zoned. Then in The Last Jedi, we learned that pretty much Finn and Rose are going to be together for the sequel trilogy because of that kiss, right? Then we have Rey talking to Poe and where that could possibly go in the future, even though there's no big relationship there, even on like a friend level. They're just getting to know each other in The Last Jedi. So within episode 9, I think it does have all to do with Rey and Kylo Ren in a weird, violent way that will end up in tragedy, where Kylo Ren eventually gets his redemption arc in a very unique way. Like I say, J.J. Abrams, Chris Terrio, they're going to be giving us an ending that's going to be unpredictable to a lot of fans around the world. And what I mean by unpredictable is it's going to be very original, apart from the ending of the sequel trilogy, or should I say the prequel trilogy. and the ending of the original trilogy. Now, this could mean that perhaps both of the characters die, like Kylo Ren and Rey in a Romeo-Juliet style. It could mean that the main hero dies, and the death of the hero is what causes our main villain to turn to the light. I could honestly see something like that. It's kind of like imagining it like this. What if Luke Skywalker died at the very end of Return of the Jedi, and Darth Vader turned to the light and actually joined the Resistance, or what it was back then, the Rebellion, or something around those lines? It would be something like that in Star Wars Episode 9, where Kylo Ren turns, and now he becomes the new hope for the galaxy. So they could do something like that as long as it's done right. The only problem in place here is this, is that Kylo Ren is a murderer. He killed his own father without even hating him, and he indirectly killed his uncle, and God knows what he wants to do, to Carrie Fisher's General Leia. So we'll have to wait and see. But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Mm-hmm.